Good day everyone, we are the group 2 and we will discuss everything about the basic building blocks. And now let's discuss the first topic in the basic building blocks, which is our basic value.
Good evening, Ma'am Maureen. I am Darrel Santos, one of the members that will discuss what are the basic values. So the first basic value is unity. What is unity? It refers to the state of being united or joined together as a whole. It is the condition of being in harmony or agreement, and it often implies a sense of togetherness, cohesion, and solidarity among the individuals, group, or entities. So there we can manifest the unity in various contexts. There are social unity, political unity, unity in teams or organization, religious and spiritual unity, unity in art and design, national unity, and family unity. So what is social unity? Social unity, despite having a different backgrounds, beliefs, cultures, we can still work collectively to strive for our main goal. So what is the second one is political unity. Political unity is too good to be true because here in the Philippines, politics is so dirty that we can see in the news that there is some politician that is being killed by their opponent because their opponent is so hungry about their power, or they are afraid to lose their power. So the third one is religious and spiritual unity. In the religious and spiritual context, we can see this in a church because we preach their God as one, as they shared beliefs, practices that binds the religious community. The second one is unity in art design. The unity in art design. I'm not an artist, but according to according to Google, unity refers to the visual or thematic cohesions that elements within work, creating a sense of completeness and harmony. It make the art more appealing and effective. So the six kind of unities: national unity, national unity, national unity, from the word national being I think being a patriot to our country, just to shared it involves shared values and of identity and commitment to the welfare or progress of a country as a whole. The next one is family unity. Within the family unity represents the emotion and supportive connection among the family members. I do think that family unity is very important because if we don't see any unity in the family, because unity is very important on our society. But if you don't learn unity before you do before you make contact with others, I don't think that you cannot apply it, because you cannot apply the unity there because you don't see it commonly in your family. The second basic block is patriotism. What is patriotism? Patriotism is a deep love, emotional attachment, and love for the one's country, culture, tradition, and values. It involves a sense of pride in one's country and desire to contribute positively to its well-being. So when we see patriotism, we can associate it with nationalism. So I do think that you are curious what is the difference between them. So nationalism is more intense and sometimes extreme form of patriotism. It's a belief in superiority in one's nation and desire for its advancement and dominance, often at the expense of other nations. Which means we can negatively see the nationalism as they want to dominate the other country to express how superior they are. So I do not think that is a positive impact or aspect. So the third basic blocks is faith in Almighty God. So what is faith in Almighty God? We want to have a God represents that our lives. We want to have a relationship of trust in Him. We want to ask for God's help beyond that what we can do. So faith in Almighty God is important as it offers spiritual guidance, meaning, and solace. It provides a moral compass, fosters community, belonging, and promotes moral values. Faith helps individuals cope with adversity, grief, and uncertainty while inspiring hope and optimism. It also encourages a personal growth, a deep exploration of the sacred and divine. However, the significance of faith varies among individuals and cultures, and respecting diverse belief system is a vital in the diverse society. So, respect. We want all human life to be preserved, nurtured, and safeguarded. Preservation of our planet. Ultimately, it underpins a just and compassionate society that values the sanctity of all lives. So, respect for life is very important as it upholds the intrinsic value of being, fostering ethical behavior and human rights. It promotes empathy, social cohesion, and nonviolent conflict resolution. It's very important for protecting vulnerable groups like marginalized people, uh, um, indigenous people, or people who who have a disability. Additionally, respect for life extends to environmental stewardship, encouraging the preservation of our planet. Because it's not about human lives, it's about everyone lives in our planet. So, if you just protect all human life, and what about the others' life, like animal life, uh, plants? So, ultimately, it underpins a just and compassionate society that values the sanctity of all life. So, thank you.
Number 5. Respect for law and government. It emphasizes the importance of upholding the rule of law, showing respect for the government, and complying with all laws. It encourages a society where the legal system and government institutions are respected and adhered to by all citizens. Number 6. The value of truth reflects the desire for both personal and collective honesty and integrity. It aims for individuals to be truthful and for truth to prevail in society, creating a foundation of trust and sincerity within the community. Number 7. Justice advocates for ensuring that every person is granted what they rightfully deserve as human beings. And it emphasizes that all relationships should be guided by both moral and legal correctness. This principle aims to create a fair and equitable society. Number 8. Freedom is the desire for every individual to have the ability to exercise their free will and make choices without undue constraint, promoting personal autonomy and liberty.
Number 9. Love. We encourage everyone to love and be loved, as love breeds more love, leading to peaceful relationship among young people. Example, love is when parents embrace the child with a warm hug after a long day, showing care, affection, and an unwavering bond. Number 10. Equality. We want to everyone to have the chance to experience what it means to be completely human with no feeling victim to any type of manipulatory or baseness, and no one's interest being sacrificed against their will therefore benefits. Example, equality is a means people of all backgrounds have equal opportunities to pursue their dreams regardless their race, gender, or socioeconomic status. Number 11. Peace. We want to create a peacefully secure neighborhood where everyone gets along and there is a harmony with the environment. Example, peace can be found in a tropical garden where the gentle rustling of leaves and fragrance of the flowers, the absence of conflict create a serene, harmonious atmosphere. Number 12. Promotion of the common good. Filipinos should fulfill their basic needs while also achieving their full potential as God indeed. Example, can be seen a community volunteer program that works to improve local parks, ensuring they are clean, safe, assembled for all residents to enjoy.
So our next basic value is number 13, concern for the family and future generation. It refers to taking action and making decisions on the welfare and maintenance of the family, such as planning for parenthood, childcare, and ensuring access to education and opportunities for the next generation. Especially now, there are many becoming parents in early and not ready to have the family, and this can help for family planning for future couples. Our next basic values is number 14, caring for the environment. Environmental protection involves taking action to protect and preserve the natural world. Caring for the environment involves taking action to protect and preserve the natural world. This includes reducing pollution, conserving resources, promoting sustainability, stop illegal logging, and supporting biodiversity. And key strategies includes recycling, reducing energy consumption, using eco-friendly products, and advocating for policies that address environmental issues. Overall, it's all about responsibility stewardship of the planet for future generations. Next basic values is number 15, order. In our core value of seeing organization system and predictability drives our desires for structures and order in our daily lives. These values emphasizes the importance of having clear and stable system, and this is the foundation for creating a sense of security and efficiency and fairness in our personal affairs and in the governance of our country. In essence, it reflects our human tendency to establish frameworks that provide consistency and reliability in all aspects of life. Next, basic values. Last, number 16, work. The main reason why work is needed to provide for the basic needs and well-being of loved ones, it highlights the importance of work as a means of financial support for personal needs and stability, sorry, enabling individuals to fulfill their family responsibilities.
Hi, I'm Jasper Aveñon from BSIS-1B. After my groupmate discussed the basic building block for becoming a good citizen, here's some state policies that will help protect our rights. And one of them is Section 9, Just and Dynamic Social Order. These state policies outline to create a fair and thriving societies. It aims to achieve national prosperity and independence by implementing policies that offer social services, support full employment, raise living standard, and the eradication of the mass poverty, which causes social problems such as criminality, social unrest, disease, breakdown of the family, and low productivity. And the next one is Section 10, Social Justice. It is the concern of the state to pay attention to the general welfare of the masses, the poor, the underprivileged, those who are less in life, or the less fortunate member of the community. In addition, these state policies will outline a fair and receive equal opportunity to everybody.
Human dignity. The state values the dignity of every human person and guarantees full respect for human rights. Furthermore, the state commits itself to ensuring that human rights are fully respected. This means that it is responsible for protecting and upholding the fundamental rights and freedoms of all its citizens. The section underscored the government's duty to create a society where individuals can live with dignity and enjoy their human rights without discrimination or infringement. Leading up the youth perceiving efficiency and development of moral character. The state recognized the sanctity of family life and shall protect and strengthen the family as a basic autonomous social institution. It equally protects the life of the mother and the life of the unborn from conception. The state's commitment to developing responsible citizens, recognizing the significance of family life, and actively working to safeguard and support families as essential building blocks of a healthy and functioning society. The specific approaches to achieving these goals may vary depending on the country and its laws and policies. From the word youth development, it underscores the statement's responsibility in guiding and educating the youth to become efficient, responsible citizens with strong moral character.
Hi, my name is Jellamae Base and I will discuss the section 13, which is all about the role of the youth in nation building. In this section, the state recognizes the vital role of the youth in nation building and shall promote and protect their physical, moral, spiritual, intellectual, and social well-being. It shall inculcate in the youth patriotism and nationalism and encourage their involvement in public and civic affairs. It is the duty of the state to promote their general welfare, considering the fact that the youth constitute a rich reservoir of productive manpower. It is made the constitutional duty of the state to promote and protect their holistic development for them to be able to develop physically, spiritually, morally, intellectually, physiologically, and socially. With these developments, it could be expected that they grow healthy, upright, intellectual, and productive citizens of the country and potential community leaders. And in section 18, which is the labor as a primary social economic force, this section is state labor as a primary social economic force. It shall protect the rights of workers and promote their welfare. The state recognizes the fact that the human is not merely an article of commerce or a factor of production to be similarly treated as a land, tools, or machinery. And according to De Leon in the year 2001, it is the obligation of the state to give more concern to the protection of the rights of workers and the promotion of their welfare. And now let's discuss what are the different rights of workers.
Right of workers. The right to self-organization is a fundamental principle that allows individuals or groups to form and join associations, unions, or organizations of their choice without undue interference. This right is often associated with labor unions and workers' rights, but it can apply to various contexts. In the context of labor rights, the right to self-organization means that workers have the freedom to form or join labor unions, engage in collective bargaining, and collectively advocate for their interests such as better working conditions, fair wage, and job security. It's a crucial element in protecting workers' rights and ensuring a fair balance of power between employers and employees.
Right to collective bargaining. The right to collective bargaining is a fundamental labor right that allows workers to join together and be represented by a union or other organized group. This representation enables them to negotiate with their employer about various aspects of their work, such as wage, working hours, and other conditions of employment. It's a way for employees to have a stronger voice in shaping their working condition and ensuring fair treatment.
Right to collective negotiation. This happens when there's a dispute to be solved between the employer and employees. Collective negotiation is a process in which two or more parties discuss a specific offer with a view to reach a mutually acceptable agreement. It says here that the right collective negotiation is a process which allows the people of different interests to arrive at mutually acceptable agreement on an issue, but at the same time seeking to increase the benefit to be gained for their interest group. It aims to reconcile differences between employers and employees and suggest ways to fulfill their expectations. Examples of collective negotiation are when workers in the factory negotiate for higher pay through their workers' union, discussing cost and conditions with suppliers and vendors, asking for promotion or salary increase, determining a contract term, and requesting budget allocation for project.
To peaceful and concerted activities including the right to strike. There is a plan afoot espoused by the employers group in the International Labour Organization or ILO to declare that freedom of association does not include the right to strike, as it is not so stated in the ILO Convention 87, or the freedom of association and the protection of the right to organize.
Right to security of tenure. The right to security of tenure is a legal principle that ensures job security for employees, preventing arbitrary terminations. The state enforces this right to maintain a fair labor market, ensuring termination decisions are based on legitimate grounds like performance or company policies. This protection benefits both employees and employers, allowing them to plan their careers confidently and employers to make decisions based on genuine business needs.
Right to just and humane condition of work. Its employees should provide their safe and healthful working condition. A employee has a right to be protected against unfair labor. The right to just and humane condition of work is a fundamental human right that ensures individuals are entitled to fair, safe, and dignified working conditions.
Right to a living wage. This means that the employer should provide sufficient and lawful wage to enable the worker and his family to live in reasonable and frugal comfort, provide education for his children, and make some saving to meet the unexpected expenditures. It says in the right to a living wage that employers must ensure for a fair wage, affordable living conditions for workers and families, adequate education for children, and sufficient savings for unexpected expenses. Under the provision of a Republic Act 6727, the bill establishes the Regional Tripartite Wage and Productivity Board to determine the living wage, distinguishing it from minimum wage under labor laws. It also imposes penalties for non-payment of prescribed living wage increases or adjustment.
Right to participate in policy and decision making. A basic principle of democracy holds that all citizens have a right to participate in decisions that affect their personal interests, including decisions and taking in the context of employment. Most industrialized market economy democracies have created institutions to ensure that this right is effective.
And in Section 22, the state recognizes and promotes the rights of indigenous cultural communities within the framework of the national unity and development. Indigenous cultural minorities refers to those non-dominant groups in our country who wish that their preserved ethnic, religious, or linguistic traditions or characteristics markedly different for the rest of the population be respected. In the formulation of the policies, the state sees to it that the custom, traditions, beliefs, and interests of indigenous cultural minorities are taken into consideration.